Hello, Emma. Okay, we run through your paper, right? Okay. I share screen. Yeah, I'm actually looking through. Actually, it's many of the questions you can have gotten right now. Do you agree?
Yeah.
You agree or? Okay, we go through one by one. Okay, sounds great. This one you know clearly know your error, right? You times this by 3, times this by 3, times this by 5 by 5, but then you forgot to times this one. So I think this one, am I correct to say you know this?
Mm.
Yes, right? This one, okay, maybe you're not so sure what terms are lah. Okay, but so terms are the different, if let's say you have plus 3 plus 5, so you have to combine it and then you count the number of terms lah. Okay, here we go, this one, let me see. Oh, the plus sign, see? This one, I think you know this also. Minus 3 minus times minus equals plus. This one is careless, 5 minus 3, you get 8. So actually you can could have scored a lot more marks. So, oh, you got to give the reasons, huh? Okay, so, okay, angle somehow, okay, great. What are the reasons? Okay. So did they say you must give the, oh yeah, because down here they say you have to give your reasons clearly, you see? So you got to memorize the reasoning. And then you have done corrections for all already, is it?
Yeah.
Are there any questions you're not sure?
Question 11.
11, okay. Let me have a look at this one for a while. Calculate the time he took in hours to run, I think. When
He didn't explain how to do it. He just showed us answer.
which one, number 10 and 11? Or all of them?
11.
11, okay.
All the questions, he just showed us answer.
Okay. So, some unfortunately at secondary school, many teachers are like that, Like in primary school is different, right? They will try to help you to understand. Secondary school, they somehow are rushing through all the time. Okay, this one, let me see, average speed, I think, you divide 300, this is correct. Without stopping, cycle.
I actually got 0.3 as an answer, but then I wasn't sure. So I just changed it.
Okay. Hold on, 1.5. Yeah, because they want the answer in hours. So yours is, hold on. Just a moment. What is wrong with this answer? Meters per. Calculate the time it took in hours to run this. Okay. Oh, because this you must see is in meters, this is in km. When you use this formula DST, you got to make sure that the units are all synchronized, are all the same. If distance is measured in meters and then speed is measured in km per hour, you put the formula inside here, you'll get different answers. So you got to standardize first. If this is in km, if you want to use this one, no problem. Then what do? You change this to meters. So it's 5,000 meters, correct? So if you do that, then what you will get is this, 1,500 divided by 5,000. And what's your answer if you do that? You have a calculator? 1,005 divided by 5,000. You got the answer?
0.3.
0.3, you see? So if you were to use the same units, you will get the same answer. So if you're going to have a km here, you got to make in km, or you got meters here, you got to make this meters. Okay? All right. And yeah, but down here now, calculate is the average speed for the entire journey. So you have total distance over total time, right? That's the formula. So now again in km per hour. So you have 12 minutes plus, okay, we go through step by step. So his total distance down here, you have 1.5 km, well done. Then 2 km. So you have 3.5. So your total distance is correct. And then down here, 12 plus 5. Now this is not time, this was speed, you see. You just need to add the time lah. So down here you have found this is actually the time. Because if you cover this, distance divided by speed is time. This is the time, right? Distance divided by speed. This is distance divided by speed. You get the time. So it's 0.3 hours. So you want to change this to minutes, no problem. You just times by 60. You try 0.3 times 60, how much you get?
18.
Sorry? 18.
18.
So 18 and plus 12 minutes, how much? 18 plus 12 minutes.
30.
30 minutes is half an hour, right? So half an hour is 0.5 hours. So you can take 3.5 divided by 0.5. You try 3.5 divided by 0.5. Can you try? What's you get 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about here? This is the corrections you done, is it? This one? So this part down here is correct. So down here now, yeah, you can do it like that lah, no problem. 12 divided by 60, then add is 0.5 still. Okay. So this one, the lesson to learn is make sure that you get the units all the same before you put into, imagine it's like a whatever machine lah. Have you seen The Fly? Have you seen the movie The Fly?
No.
Okay, there was this old movie lah. Basically, it's it will transport you from here to another place. What do you call that? Transport from one place to another. Transmute. I forgot what's the term. Teleport. You know, it's teleport machine. So unfortunately, when the guy was teleporting himself, there was a fly inside there. And so his DNA merged with the fly. Then he became like a giant fly. So the point is here, whatever you put into this machine, it will process it. The formula cannot think for you. You're gonna ask you, units are not the same. They don't know anything. Whatever you put in, you put, let's say now down here, you take the distance to be 5, you put, the speed to be 5. This one, you put 1,005. They assume it's either same units, 1,005 divided by 5 meters per hour, or 1,005 kilometers divided by 5 km per hour. They're gonna assume that. So it is your duty to make sure that you put in consistent units over here. Okay, so we move on to the next one. On a certain day, $230 can be exchanged for 713 Malaysian ringgit.
Oh wait, no, not. Wait.
Not this one.
11C.
Oh, this is 7. 7, you're okay, eh?
No.
You know what to do, right? They put on here 5 decimal places. So you gotta read the instruction. Maybe you want to underline whatnot. Yeah. Once you see this, you need to put, even if it's 0, 0, 0, 0, you have to put. Okay, let us see now the next one. This one, you know how to do? 8B?
I don't know where my mistake is.
Okay, let us see. Oh. Okay. Now, P is 1. Good. Q is 2. Good. Okay, for me, remember I always tell you this, put this inside brackets. Put this inside brackets. So let us see. I'm going to do side by side yours, and then we see whether I will make the mistakes that you make or not. Let's see. So 3, right? So now I use a different bracket down here. Let's say I use this bracket for the bigger bracket. And then P now, I use this normal one. P is 1, so I put it like this. Plus 2, Q they say is 2, so I do it like that. Can see what I'm writing now, miss? Can see, yeah? So I do something like that. Why? Because I do not want to be caught with careless mistakes. So plus 2, open bracket, I use a bigger bracket like that. And then 3, then bracket 1, close bracket, 3 bracket 1 like that. Then later you check whether you can spot your mistake now. 4Q means 2 plus 5. Okay. Let us see, compare. Okay, let's see where you. So down here, probably, if you don't put the, okay, 1 is correct. 2 you get 2 times 2, you get 4, right? So I think you skip a step. Okay, I'm going to go through that step. I'm going to do, remember I told you, you got to do internal brackets first. So I'm going to do the internal brackets first. I'm going to leave the external down here. So I'm going to leave 1 down here, plus 4 minus 5. Why? Why do I do this? Because this is where carelessness takes place. Okay, then plus, again, I'm not going to shorten the thing. I'm going to just do an extra line. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 8 plus 5. Now, you don't have that. You notice you don't have this line. This line is actually supposed to be inserted here. But you can do it mentally, no problem. So must you always do like what I'm doing? For the beginning, you need to know that. Until you are superb. Until you are superb, until you don't make careless mistakes, then you can do your style. Okay? So if then also what do I do? I still will do this and I'll do the internal brackets first. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So this whole thing is going to be 0. Am I correct? This whole thing now is going to be 0. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus, okay, down here. 3 minus 8, you get minus 5 plus 5 is also 0. You know, it's also 0. Can you see now? So it equals 0 lah. Okay, let us see. Yeah? So the answer is 0, right? It's not your score 0 is the answer. So let us see now. What happened? We open up here. We have 3 plus 6. So I do not know what happened down here. Down here, you must leave this in a bracket still. If this 3, you must leave it down here. But I do not know what is this now. Let me see. So how do you get this thing down here?
You have to.
Oh, miss. I think you did this. The 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 15.
No, 3 times 1 and then 3 times 2.
Oh, okay. So 3 times 1, then 3 times 2, then 3. Oh, okay, like that. Okay. Okay, you got to do the one on the inside. If remember, if you have this, let's say this is 2q. See, 3 times p, 3p. 3 times 2q is 6q. But if you put 3 times 2, 6, 3 times q, 3q, can you see now? 6, 3q. You become bigger. So down here is you only times one of them. So the rule is this. Let's say now I have something like this. 3 times 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, this one you're correct. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Let's see whether it's correct now. So it's 3 plus 6, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. Okay. So let us try now. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Correct. Now let us try another one. 3. Okay, then you have 1 times 2 plus 3 times 2 plus, okay, that's this 2 lah. Let's see. So let us now do your style. 3 plus times 1 is 3. Then you have a times down here also. 3 times 2 is 6. Then you have plus. 3 times 3 is 9. Then plus. 3 times 2 is 6. Let's see. So 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 9. Sorry, 9 times 6. This time. 9 times 6 is 54. So you get 60, 68, 72. But if let's say we use BODMAS lah. We use BODMAS here. Your original method is 72. Okay, we do 1 times 2 is to, we do it in the bracket first. Remember, you must do whatever is inside first. You get 2 plus 6. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So now equals to 3 times 8 equals to 24. So when you do like that, you are multiplying extra. Why? Because these already are multiplied together. You just times one of them. So what do you mean by one of them? You want to do that method? Okay, so we do one of them. Okay, what does it mean? Equals to 3. 3 times 1 get 3. The 2 you don't need 2 times, you leave it alone. Then it works. 3 times 3, 9. The other two, the next number you don't need to, that because it's connected by a plus sign. Let us see. Oh, sorry. Because the 3 is disappeared, huh? Right? The 3 is disappeared. We already times the 3, sorry. 3 times 1, 3, then just write times 2. Plus 3 times 3, 9, times 2. So let us see. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 9 times 2 is 18. Is 24. Can you see? The correct answer is 24. So what is the whole point in this? The whole point of algebra is to do inside here first. You go and simplify as much as possible inside. You do not expand yet. Okay, if you expand without simplifying, it can get very, very messy. Okay, eh? So you must follow the procedure, miss. You have to follow the procedure. Because this thing now is going to get more complex in the secondary 2, secondary 3, secondary 4. It's going to get more complex. Okay, all right. So we move on to, hold on. Huh? This one is okay. This one is okay. We go through all your errors, lah. How about this one? Are you clear about this one? Do you understand what your teacher is? Your teacher doesn't explain. Huh? Usually, does he explain or she explain? Usually.
No.
No. Oh, okay, so you are unfortunate lah. Unfortunately, such teachers like that. Okay, so let us see. The number of erasers are 2 times as many the number of pencils in the market. So you let the number of erasers be X. Okay, so 2. Hold on. The X number of pencils, correct. So it's 2 times 2X, correct. After selling 54 erasers and 30 pencils, the remaining number of erasers is 3 times that of the pencil. Okay, you need to use the original one. Huh? Originally, there's 2X erasers and X pencils. So you must use the original one. So now you must put 2X. Okay, so now just for clarity's sake, to make sure you're very clear. So how many pencils are there? How many pencils are there? Sorry? X, huh? There? No. X, right? Down here. X number of pencils. At first. And then how many erasers? You put 2X. So number of erasers is 2X. How is this clear so far? Clear. Now, if you sell 54 erasers, you want to find the balance because they're going to tell you the balance, right? So if you want to find the erasers left, you take 2X minus 54. That is going to give you the balance. 2X is the number of erasers at first. 54 is sold, so you no longer have that. So this is now the equation for the remainder of erasers after selling. Do you agree? Agree, right? Or confused? I repeat, you agree that this number of erasers is 2X at first? Is what you wrote? Yes. And then the question say that after selling 54 erasers, so I take 2X minus 54, I will get what is left lah. What is left or the remainder lah. Correct? Are you okay? Okay, good. So now, let us see now. 30 pencils were also sold. So originally, according to what the question gave, there's X number of pencils, X number of pencils first. If you want to see what's the remainder after sale, is X minus 30. This is what? This is the remainder of pencils. How? Is this clear? Okay, good. Now you form the equation. You see, now they tell you over here, the remaining number of erasers is 3 times that of the pencils. So if I'm going to put down here, this is now remainder of pencils. Okay, they say that the remaining number of erasers is 3 times the number of pencils. So if I take 3 times this, I have my equation. What equation? Well, 2X minus 54 is equal, this is remainder of erasers, is equals to 3 times the pencils remainder. How can you get this? You understand? So what they want you to do is actually to come up with this equation. Okay, this is what they mean. They want you to see this equation. So you find, can you see you have something like that here? 2x minus 54 equals to 3 bracket x minus 30, which is exactly what I'm giving you here. Can you see now? 2x minus, sorry, cannot see here. 2x minus 54, 2x minus 54 equals to 3, open bracket, x minus 30, close bracket. Can you see? Same thing. So actually you can do this. It needs you to push yourself just a little bit, So let us
Only
see.
one person got it right in the entire class.
Oh, the whole class. I think you can get it right also. Inshallah, you can get it right. But I know it's a little bit tough, like, a little bit tough. But at Sec 2 and all this is going to be chicken feed for you. This question, if you were going to take it in Sec 2, inshallah, this will be quite easy for you. Hence, solve the equation showing that the supermarket had originally 36 pencils. So, yeah, you got to solve it, bring blah, 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 and then you get x is 36. That's what it is. So this part, you got no problem. I believe you know how to do, unless you're careless. Okay, but generally, you got no problem. And the part is here, like, it's forming the equation. This is the more creative part. Right? The more creative part is, yeah, it's tough for most people, but it's okay. This is a procedure. Once you know what to do, bring the minus 54 over that side, become plus 54. Bring the 3x over here, become minus 3x. Yeah. From this answer, you can see that it's an impossible answer. It cannot be x. What is x? They tell you x is the number of pencils. So the number of pencils is minus 27. You know, it doesn't make sense, eh? If you say x equals 27, makes sense, there are 27 pencils. But x equals to, I owe 27 pencils. You know what I mean? So you know something is wrong. Once you get this answer, you know something is wrong if you have time. But your paper is only 1 hour. If you have time, you may want to try this again. That means there's something wrong down here. Okay, no problem. End of paper. That's it. That's it. Okay, never mind. It's okay lah. How do you feel? You feel happy? How many persons passed the paper?
Mostly pass.
Mostly pass.
Some fail.
Some fail. Majority pass. Some fail.
Yeah.
Any of them who failed were your ex schoolmates in primary 6?
No, he actually got one of the highest.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, no problem. But how do you feel? You feel okay? You feel passing now is no longer an issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, now more or less you can make sense of whatever is happening. It's just you got to be very careful yourself. Okay, so we have, if you are okay with this, can we go through the 1A? Have you done the 1A? If you have not, we can do it now. Oh, I still owe you some of homework. Ya Allah. Yeah, I still owe you. I have not gone through which one. Do you remember? Where did I stop? Review 4. Can I just find out which one of review 4 that okay, let me see. Can you see what I'll stop share first. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I think yeah, this one is what you shared. Okay. Maybe you okay, we turn to page review 4, page okay, we go through one by one. You turn to page 71. I'll share screen now. And okay, this is what you wrote. Okay, this is what you wrote. Okay, page Charlie, Grandpa Charlie's X years old son is 30 years younger. So the age of the son is X minus 30, correct? Age of the grandson is, yeah, minus 60, well done. The sum of the ages of Grandpa Charlie, his son and grandfather. So X plus X plus X minus 90, well done. Okay, this is well done. Huh? 10, question 10. Okay, I think I have my answer here somewhere. Hold on. Okay, question 10. P plus Q is right. This one, I think you can further it. Okay, this one, I think you can, you see there's a Q here, there's a Q here. So you can further, oh, this is the answer, 17Q plus P. Hold on, what is it? What is this? Okay, never mind. 17Q plus P. Now this one, now here you put 8 minus 9. It is minus Q. But let us look at the question first. Question 10B. You have the book with you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let us look at 10B. Donnie buys P comic books. All right. Of these, Q are English and the rest are Japanese. So find an expression for P and Q. Okay, the number of Japanese books he has is P minus Q, correct. The total amount of money Donnie spends on comic books. So let's see. They tell you that one English book is $8. So you 8 times Q. Q is the number. Okay, so this is correct. This is correct. And then you have to plus the hold on, $9. So now down here, this is the number of what? This one is the number of what? What is this?
Japanese.
So Japanese, so you must do, you put it in bracket, miss. Just put it P minus Q. This is the number of Japanese books. So how much is the number, how much is per book for Japanese books? $9, right?
Yeah.
So you just put a 9 in front like that. Can you see now? Then you expand. So 9 times P is 9P. 9 times Q is 9Q. Okay, you must have this. So now 8Q, this is correct. So now the total price is 8Q plus 9P plus minus 9Q. So there is a mistake down here. So the point down here, put it into brackets. Make it a habit to put it into brackets. Okay, so what's your final answer?
Minus Q plus 9P.
Minus Q plus 9P. Okay, congratulations. Okay, or you can say 9P minus Q. Okay. So the second one is not correct. This part is not correct. Okay. This one is not correct. Okay, now we move on to the next one. 11. Did we go through 11? I think we did. Yeah, we did, right? You know how to do this one, right?
Yeah.
6, yeah, okay, good. So part 2. Part 2 we have not done. Okay, part 2. Hold on. Okay, let us look at the question. Julie has, oh, part 2, no need. No need to do part 2. Okay, now we go through question number, page, I want you to do the mid-year question, but let me ask you to do, have you started on any of them? No,
Wait. Is it the page 100?
Yeah, page 100.
I
Have
already
you
did it.
I'm sorry?
I already did it.
Oh, you have done it. Okay. So, okay, you read out the answers to me, eh? All right. Okay, hold on. Maybe instead of going through the easy ones, let me go through. Okay, question 9. Have you done question 9?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your answer then?
2 over 15.
2 over
15.
15. Okay, let's see. 1/5. I have not done. 1/5 of the land allocated for orchids. After orchids have been planted, 2/3 of remaining land for roses. Okay, 1/3. Not occupied. How do you get? Okay, can you show me your working now? You have your working?
Yeah.
Show me your working. Show me. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You can hold on. Okay. All right. Never mind. Okay. The 2/3 there, is it 2/3 of the whole land?
The remaining one.
Remaining land. So what is the remaining land? You must find. You are assuming is 2/3 of the whole land. Is not 2/3 of the whole land. So can you find the 2/3 of remaining land? How much is it? You know how to find?
Yeah. Eight over 15.
Yes. So now instead of minusing 2/3, you got minus 815. Then you will get your answer. And your answer is
7/15.
7 or 15. Then, but don't forget to minus the 1/3. Do you minus the 1/3?
2 over 15.
2 or 15?
Yeah.
Are you sure or not? Okay. We minus again. You tell me what to minus, okay? First of all, you have, you have one whole, right? Minus, the first one is 1/5, right? This is now the orchids. Do you agree? And then minus
1 over 3.
1 over 3.
4 over 15.
Your answer is 4 over 15, correct? Okay. So down here, okay. So anyway, 8 over 15, you'll get answer 4 over 15. Now I'll show you another method of getting the answer. Very simple. You know that you got one whole, you use 1/5. This is 4/5 that is left, right? Now, then they tell you that 2/3 has been used for roses. What's the balance after 2/3? What's the balance? 2/3 of remainder is used. So how much of the remainder is the balance? Unplanted, nothing planted there. You know the question again? Altogether, you have this part like that. Huh? Okay, now you got 1/5. This is the balance, lah, which is 4/5, right? First balance is 4/5. And then out of this 4/5, they are dividing into 3 parts here. 2/3 is used. How many third is left?
1.
1/3. So now all I need to do, watch, I just do this, watch. 1/3 of is times, right? 1/3 of the remainder, which is 4/5. 1 times 4, 4. 3 times 5, 15. Your answer is now 4 over 15. Can see now? Again, I repeat, 1/5 used for orchids. You're left with 4/5. That's the remainder, 4/5. Out of the remainder, 2/3 used for roses. So you're left with 1/3. So what you have is 1/3 of 4/5. 1/3 times 4/5. You get 4 over 15. That's a faster way. But you use whatever way you are comfortable with. With time, you should be able to go to this shortcut lah. But it must make sense to you. If this does not make sense to you, you have to do your own experiments and find out, let me try and do whatever and see, oh yeah, it makes sense. The formula works. For as long as you are not convinced that this formula works, then it's magic. It doesn't really help. You must test it out and try it out. Are you okay? You understand what I'm talking about? Yes. Okay, now, what about number 10? What is your answer?
I got really big decimals, so I didn't know how to answer.
Big decimals, huh? Okay. So now they give you big decimals. All right. Let us see. You can use your calculator for this, right? Can you find what is the cost of 1 gram? 1
Yeah,
gram.
I got a long decimal for that.
Okay, so which one is bigger?
Alright.
So which one more cheaper?
Large.
Large is cheaper. Okay. So you can say large is cheaper because 1 gram of it costs whatever, blah, blah, blah. It means, okay, you give me the, okay, we do the calculation together. We use cents, we use 295 cents divided by 925 cents. 925 grams. So roughly 1 gram, roughly, let's say we take 3 decimal places, is 0.319 cents. You agree?
Yeah.
Then we take the other one. So what you can do, you can write like this, in your let me show. Okay, use this one. So down here you can say the bigger large tin, is it? The large tin has a better value. Okay, because 1 gram of what is this? Tomatoes costs how much? 0.319 cents. Whereas 1 gram of tomatoes in the small tin costs, okay, can you calculate 425 divided by, 145 cents divided by 425?
0.341.
0.341. So 0.341. Okay, cents. So by giving this explanation, can you see that this is cheaper lah? Okay, you can even write, you can say that you can write down here lah, cheaper also if you want to, something like that. This gives the teacher the clear indication that you understand. Okay, there's no set and fast rule lah. Or if you want, you can take this minus this. 0.341, you're going to take 0.341 minus 0.319 equals to whatever answer lah. So you can say larger tin cheaper or something like that. Cheaper by how many cents lah. Okay? Easy now. Okay, we're just going through the tougher ones, okay? Because let us now look at question number. Okay. Okay, we do question 11. Have you done question 11?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let us see. A check was conducted on 5 bottles of chemicals to determine the concentration of alcohol in each bottle. Each bottle is expected to contain 24 units of alcohol. The results are recorded in table, number of units greater or less than expected, I think. So plus 1.6 minus 0.9. Okay. Find the actual concentration of alcohol in bottle C. What's your answer?
22.8.
Okay, well done. Well done. Huh? A bottle of chemical solution has to be discarded if it contains more than 24.5 units of alcohol. Which bottles have to be discarded? Your answer?
A.
A. Any more?
No.
Sorry? No, huh? A only. Okay, congratulations. It looks complex, but it's so easy. Eh? Okay. Han flips a coin. If it shows a head, he scores 2K points. If it shows a tail, he scores K points. Oh, K points are deducted. Okay, K points are deducted. After 20 flips, Han found that he obtained 12 tails. 12 tails means you minus how many points? How many heads did he obtain? Your answer?
8.
8, okay. So now, find an expansion in terms of K for the score, okay. After 20, so what's the, can you show me your equation? Eight divided by 2K equals to 4K. Okay. Now, okay. Thanks, Emma. Let's see now. Imagine you are doing the flip, okay, of the coins. Imagine you are doing twice. First time you get a hit. How many points do you have?
2K.
2K. Second time you get a tail. How much do you have now?
Yeah.
K. So what do? You take your points minus the points, right? The hit points minus the tail points. So you did not divide. So you do the same thing lah. You understand what I'm saying? You have to minus. Yours is divide, right?
Yeah.
So you must minus. So how to minus? Okay, I'm going to share screen, okay? Now, so now you just need to do this. Your formula is something like hit points minus tail points. So you tell me now what's the equation. You know what the equation is, okay? The hit points is 2, right? Times what? 2K times what? Times how many?
K.
Times how many is the 8 hit?
Yeah.
8, huh? Correct? Then plus, okay, this, sorry, minus, we have to bracket this like that first. Okay. And then tail would be K times how many times? For the 20, 12, good. Okay, we just do this first, later we look at the equation again. So you get 16K minus 12K equals to 4K. Your answer is 4K, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but how you get 4K? You put, how you get 4K, yes? You put what? 16. How do you get the 4K? You put 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 2, is it?
Yeah.
So how? How? Hey, show me again. You just show it in front. 8 divided by 2K. Hold on. Okay, thank you. 8 divided, thank you. 8 divided by 2K. So how do you explain that? 8 is what actually? The number of tails. Heads, okay. 2K. So in this case, it's by fluke you got the correct answer.
Yeah.
but it doesn't. Okay, let's say now we change the numbers. Okay, I'm going to give you same question. Okay, but now we do another one. You try to do this question now. Okay, you try to do this. Now, he flipped the coin 10 times. Okay, 4 times was tails. So find the total value of the 10 flips. Okay, now how many times heads? How many times?
10.
No, he flipped the coin 10 times. When he flipped the 10 times, 4 times was tails. 6, huh? Okay, now you tell me now, how to find the value of the head? value, so value of heads minus value of tails. Huh? So now you tell me now. Okay, what's the value of heads?
2K,
2K times
10, wait, no, 6.
6. Okay, so when you have this, we put in a bracket first. Okay, and then the next one, tails, value of tails.
K times 4.
K times 4, you get 4K lah. K, 4K times 4, K times 4, 4K. So you have equals to, what's your final answer?
12K minus
4.
4K.
So can you see it's 8K? So it's clear, there's no dividing here. Huh? Okay. All right, we move on to the next one. The next one now. Have you done question 13?
I did not do.
Okay, let's try. Let's do it together. Using prime factors to explain why 16. So you do prime factorization. You do prime factorization. Okay, so how to do prime factorization for this one? You do 68 like this. You do it like that, okay? Because it's 68 times 153, so you do for 68, you get the prime factorization. You do 153, you get the factorization. Later, this times this. Can? And go. I'm going to do on this side. Okay. Okay, what's your index notation?
For 68.
You show me, show me, show me. Yeah, I mean, you have found, okay. You show me your working verse. Okay, 3, 3, 17, 2, 2, 17. Good. Okay, so why you say 68? Okay, okay, put down. Put down your book. So can you see it's a perfect square? Or cannot?
Yeah.
Combine them. Okay, I have the same thing now here. Same thing now here. Can you see 2, 2, 17, 3, 3, 17? Combine them. Take 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 17 times 17. And what do you get? Because remember, you are looking at 68 down here. Okay, if you are unclear, down here you say it's 2 times 2 times 17, correct? Right? Can see, can? Down here is 3 times 3 times 17. So put it all as index notation. This whole number, combine them. 2 to the power of?
2.
Okay. 3 to the power of?
2.
17 to the power of?
2.
Good. So this is your index notation. So how do you prove? Yeah, because both of them you can square root it because you can put them like this. 2 times 3 times 17 2 times 3 times 17. So this is proven. Why? You can just cancel 1 equals to 2 times 3 times 17. You understand what I'm doing here? So I've just proven to you. So the proven here doesn't mean you use explanation. You just show like that. How? Emma, you get it, Emma? You're looking, I'm looking at you. I'm trying to read your face, no? I'm not too sure. Is she getting it? Is she confused or which one? Are you confused?
No.
No. So this is the way to prove it. But just remember, they didn't say 68 or 153. The question said, explain, use prime factors, which we did. We used prime factors. These are all prime factors. And then we showed that actually this 68 times 153 is 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 2 and 17 to the power 2. And then we can show this, and then we have proven. So in maths, you don't need to explain like I'm explaining to you. You just show this. Okay, not? Okay. So now the next one, B. The number 68K is a perfect cube. 68K is, what's the smallest? So 68K is this. 68 is this, right? You already done 2 times 2 times 17. So what's the smallest positive integer? Your answer is whether you remember or not. Very clear. And the answer is? What number must you times 68 to make it a? Okay, I will just put it closer. What number must you times 68 times what number to make it a perfect cube like this? You can make something like that. You can make it 2 groups. Down here, you put down here, you 2 to the power 2 times 17, right? Can you put this in 2 equal groups? What must you times to make it times what?
Times 2.
Times 2. If you times 2,
Times 17.
times 17, good. So you get 2 to the power 2 times 17 to the power 2. Now you can put into 2 groups. So the answer is 17. That's the smallest number. You get it now? Okay, I ask you the same question for 153. Now let's say we replace the question. The number 153x is a perfect cube, a cube or square. Sorry, miss. Sorry. You know what's my mistake? What's my mistake? You read question B. Can you read question B? First line.
68K is a perfect cube.
I'm showing perfect square. Perfect cube, 3 groups, remember? Now you do. You do. Show me how to do. You know how to do. You know how to do. You know how to do, right?
No.
Don't say. Yes, okay.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay. So let us look at the. Okay, you have now 68. And can I confirm with you that 68 is equals to 2 square times 17? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in order to cube root a number, let's say 8. 8 is 2 times, I put a bracket lah, 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times, because you want cube root, you can get this. Because why? 3 groups of numbers being multiplied to each other, same group. So the answer is one of them. You must have the same grouping. Down here now, I put in here. One group, sorry. I must put 3 brackets in. I put a 2 here. I put the second 2 here. Third one got no 2. So I know later I have to multiply by 2 to make it 3 equals groups. Now I have 17. This next one, I don't have 17. The next one, I don't have 17. So what are the numbers you have to multiply to make it a perfect cube? Well, you have to multiply. Yeah, 2 plus 17 and 17. So what's the answer? You got to multiply by 2 times 17 times 17. So what's the, did they ask you to give it as index notation? No, you must give it as a whole number. So what is the number? Can you use your calculator? 17 times 17 times 2.
578.
1?
578.
Okay. So now we will ask you to do the same for 153. Can
There's
you
no
make,
one.
um?
There's no one. There's
There's
only
no
578.
0578.
No,
Just
it's
5,
only 5. Yeah.
5, 7. Okay. Can you try now 153? Imagine the question is saying the number 153k is a perfect cube. Find the smallest positive integer of k. Can you do? Do the same thing, same steps. Do the same steps. If you can tell me the answer immediately, you just tell me what times what times what. You got the answer there? Are you confused? Same thing, same method, same method. 153 is equals to what times what times what? Give me an index notation.
3 times 3 times 17.
Good, okay. You want to cube root it, you need to put it into 3 equal groups.
Yeah. Three times 17 times 17.
3 times 17 times 17. So what's the answer? If the integer, you want an integer?
867.
867.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how to do this question like that?
Mhm.
If they ask you for perfect square and they, let's say now earlier on for B, I read it as perfect square. So perfect square, you need 2 groups. Perfect cube, you need 3 groups. 3 brackets, I mean. Okay or not? You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go for the next one. Find the LCM of 68 and 153. You look at your prime factorization, the one you did down here, like that. Okay, you can tell me what's the LCM?
Um, 2 to, wait, no, 3 to,
You know how to do this. Last time we can do HCF and LCM.
3 to 2 times 3 to 2 times 17.
Times 17. Okay, good, good, good. And what's the HCF?
17.
Well done. Steady lah. So are you starting to have that feel of wanting to be a maths teacher?
Hmm.
Ah! Okay. Okay. It is given that 68 times 36 divided by 8 is blah, blah, blah. Find the values of, okay. Can you try this? This one using calculator won't really help lah. But yeah, you can try. It becomes very complex, you know. Normally, yeah, the 68 already, you have done the factorization for 68, prime factorization. You should use those numbers, 68. 36, you do the prime factorization. Then you can see everything clearly. But yeah, I leave it to you. You try first. Okay. Okay.
What am I supposed to do with divide 8?
Okay. So, okay, but you do it as prime factorization, then, okay, you tell me now, 68, what's the prime factorization?
2 times 2 times 17.
So 2 to the power 2 times 17. 36, what's the prime factorization?
2 to 2 times 3 to 2.
And the last one down here, bottom, 8 divided by 8, 2 to the power of, okay, let's say we do like 2 times 2 times 2, 8, right? So let us cancel. This is 2 times 2. Okay, I'm just going to spread it out 2 times 2. This one is also 2 times 2. Correct? Can cancel? Can. Can cancel? Can. Can cancel? Can. So you're left with 2 times 2 times 3 to the power of 2 times 17. Where you do not write anything here, what is the value here? There's a value, no? The value is 1, always 1. If you don't believe, you try now. 2 to the power 1. Your calculator can put power. You know how to do power? 2. Okay, 2 to the power 1, what you get?
2.
2, you know that, right? 17 to the power 1. Now, you compare, they're asking you 2 to the power x times 3 to the power y times 17 to the power of z. Is it correct? Times 17 to the power of z. And they put 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 2 times 17 to the power of 1. What's your answer? What is x?
1.
1. Good. X is 1. What is y?
2.
2. Good. What is z?
1.
Good. So in order for you to solve this, you got to make the equation into this format for an apple to apple comparison. Have you heard? Now people say it's an apple to apple comparison. That means we want to make it as same as possible so that we can compare the difference. Oh, this is this. That's what it means. Okay. Have you done question 14?
No.
Okay. You do question 14, and once you have done question 14, you take a photo of page 100, 101, and 102. You know, 101. These two pages, 100, 101, and question 14, and then you WhatsApp me. Can?
Now or?
Okay, you have already done the first two pages, right? You WhatsApp me that. Once you finish question 14, anytime before Sunday lah. Can? Are you okay, Emma? Are you happy?
Not really.
Why? Why are you not
I
happy?
could have gotten 20.
Sorry, what?
I could have gotten 20 on.
Oh, what the thing? I think you can gotten higher than 20. No, but are you generally happy now? Not about maths, but what's your state of mind? Are you happy or not? Or no feeling?
No feeling.
No feeling. Aduh. So your drawings and all, how are they getting on? Are you
I
do you do?
haven't started on it.
We haven't started. When will you start? After the exams?
Like, yeah. The
It's
whole
not,
day
not,
actually.
it's not yet over, is it?
No, I still have end of year.
Still have what?
End of year.
End of year. That's so long away. That's when is end of year exam?
November.
Hey, you must start drawing lah. You must make yourself happy. You know what I do? I always make myself happy. So
But I'm still going to receive the result for exams.
you're still going to receive the result. So you feel you cannot
Yeah.
enjoy the drawing.
Yeah.
No lah, you
I'll
just
just be
draw.
stressed for painting.
Oh, but don't you think when you're painting, you remove your stress, you release your stress?
No.
No. Ah.
Because like if I make a mistake or like paint, then like it's like extra stress.
Oh, okay. So this painting, is it stressful for you?
Sometimes.
Okay. Why don't you do whatever that really makes you happy, that removes stress? When I was your age, I used to go jogging, but I do not. You don't seem like the jogging kind. Or something else, dancing or whatever. Your parents don't need to do. You can just close the door, and if you need to dance, you just do something that make you happy. You must smile more often, no? You know what will happen once you smile more often? Your whole world becomes lighter, brighter, happier. And then you know what happened? People will get attracted to you more. You'll find people because you're so happy, and then they will pull people in. And you will have other challenges after that. But you feel lighter, you feel happier. You just don't be so stressed. This is just a journey in our life. Last year was so stressed about PSLE, right? In the end, is PSLE such a big thing? It's just you made it to secondary. Now this is just part of the journey. Your problems are never going to end, Never going to end. The Quran tells us if you have problem, and then Allah will give you some respite, some rest. The idea of I'm going to finish all my problems, and then I retire, no such thing. People will die like that. No problem, they will die. Because you need challenges, you see. So you find something that is really stress relieving. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something else. What?
Badminton.
Oh, okay. You play badminton before?
Yeah. But I didn't get into the CCA.
What about playing badminton, your dad or mom?
Neither.
Neither, they don't play.
With my friends.
Okay. Maybe you go with your friends, just play badminton. Doesn't matter. You can scream, shout. Do you scream and shout? When you're running for the ball or whatever, and you whack, you just let it out. It's very good for you. It's therapeutic. You cannot keep everything inside. And then as what's a wife batterer? A wife batterer. A wife batterer is a husband who beats up the wife. And there are people who are like that, they are very violent. After beating up, they feel so good. But that's a very bad thing to do, right? I mean, there's a crime. So the same thing, your action of beating the shuttlecock and all that, it releases a lot of perspiration, sweat, energy, and you feel much better. You need to do that. Human being is not meant to be at home like coronavirus, like that. No, cannot. So my suggestion is you have friends who play with you, you play with them. Unless they are bad influence, then yeah, you can play your dad, mom also. But sometimes playing with family might not be that shock. But you should, you should. You feel happier, really, you feel happier. Give it a try. Will you? Okay, Emma. So I'll see you next week, okay? But you WhatsApp me again, whatever you have done, so that I can go through them and then I'll run through the answers next week. Okay? Okay, take care. Smile often. Be happy, miss.